I think there were ways, if certain things were taken into consideration, some of those things might not have occurred.
I have a 15-year-old son, plays football for Charleston, running through the community with his two white teammates, and a guy hollers out, be careful of that nigger. That nigger with the earrings on, be careful of him. This just makes me think that this is just the culture of the town.
I have a deep, deep frustration that I can't solve the problem, and I want to solve the problem. I guess from the way I think, to solve the problem, I need to know the specifics to get to the details to solve it. And that's why I keep asking for specifics.
It's not my students' job at the university to educate the same town that still exists when I walked on these campuses or stepped into this town in 1993. It's the same racist town. And that's something you need to just breathe in and accept.
I'm sorry, not everybody in Charleston is a racist.
Not everybody.
Well, she just said they were.
No, she didn't. She didn't say that.
Sounded like it's
I'm crying. When you say, give me a specific example, if I'm here, that means I'm trying to be a part of this community. I'm justifying my existence as a black lesbian woman in your town. I'm justifying the fact that you're saying that we're all not racist. Okay, so you're not. You're not. So that's 3.
As we deal with more and more of those kinds of situations and sensitize more and more people, we begin to get people to understand each other. That's the only way I know how to start the conversation.
You shouldn't assume that it won't work. You should try.
No, I don't assume that it doesn't work.
No, I know you don't. Yeah.
But I assume that it might not work.
Okay.
When
Might not.
Dr. Polidori asked her question, we say, now that's tangible. And when I tell you about my black sons who deal with racist comments and you say that that's not measurable, I want you to understand how difficult it is to love your children and have to be so conscious about every move they make.
Understand that, and I am willing to help if I possibly can.
Discrimination exists because it is a systemic problem where people experience things in repetition, sometimes the exact same things and sometimes very different, but that's what discrimination looks like. And if I've been raised, and I have been, if I've been raised in a situation where I experience discrimination because of some part of who I am, then it's very hard for me to give it to you and to trust that you're going to hear it and understand me if you have never walked in my shoes. And so I know that it's really hard. Please understand that I understand how hard it is to hear these things. I really do understand that.
The larger picture is that there are some very solid minds on the perception of the black population at Eastern. We really need to get to the root of things, and we need to invite the community. And so as an elected official, Mayor Reynolds, you really have that control and you have that power. With your efforts and our efforts, we can have something magnificent.